Welcome back guys, Harry here, known as Trade Sharp. Welcome to the last part of this beginners video series where we look at a simple trading forex strategy. This is known as SR flips or support flip resistance or resistance flip support. In my last video, you did learn about support and resistance, so definitely check that out if you don't know what that means, because this won't really help you. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to get straight into the strategy, straight into what it is and how to use it. And let's run this intro. So now we're back and we're going to look at the strategy. So first, let's look at, a resistance flip support. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that whatever way you're trading follows the trend. It's very important that you follow the trend because they're the most profitable. If you're trying to trade against the trend, it's most likely you'll actually lose. Excuse me. But you want to most of the time trade with the trend. It will prove the easiest and most profitable, especially as a beginner. So we can see that this area here has had resistance, right? We can draw a box very clearly and we can see like so, we've had a lot of resistance like that. All right. And even you can see exactly to these tops here, we've had resistance like so. You can see here's a resistance, and here's a resistance, and here's one more resistance. But we failed to break above this zone. So we know high chance if we break above this zone, we should continue, up and onwards. Why? Because we've broken a major resistance. When we break resistance, it means that this, zone is now no longer valid and we can, hope to continue up. But that's not enough because you guys can actually lose, because what happens is you can actually get just a wick like this that comes up and then comes back down into the zone and you lose. So we need an extra confirmation. For trades, we need at least 3 confirmations. So let's check how to use these confirmations. So as I said, the strategy is support flip resistance or resistance flip support. So now we have a resistance area. We can see that here we did close above the area finally, but that's not enough to confirm that this is, a clear breakout, as we call it. All right, so we can see now that this resistance area that has been holding the price down now comes back down and retests this area, which means it tests it again and makes it support. So now you see that green candle afterwards proves that yes, there is bullish momentum, which means there is strong pressure to have buyers on the upside. And this gets a confirmation as this is now resistance area flip support. And you can see here that now that resistance is flip support, price continues up. So what is your 3 confirmations for this trade? So confirmation number 1, you found a resistance area. All right, that's not a confirmation. That's, how trade breakdown. So you found the resistance area. Your confirmation number 1 is we're in an uptrend, right? Higher lows, higher highs. Then confirmation number 2, so we have trend check. Confirmation number 2, we have broken this resistance area. Confirmation number 3 is that we've come down, we've tested it as support, so now it's supporting the price. So that means that price does not want to come back into there because we see this green candle pushing, telling us momentum wants to go to the upside. So how would you take this trade? Well, you take a long position, which means you intend price to go up, and this is a tool used to demonstrate or calculate your risk, and your take profit will be on the next resistance. So if you look back, you look left, you can see here price had trouble reaching past the last time. So we can draw a line here like so, and you can see that price had trouble passing this area. So I want to take my profits at that area. Why? Because maybe price goes back down after reaching that area. You don't know. So we're going to take our full profits there. So we draw the line all the way up to here like so, and we put our stop loss. So this is the tool like so, and you can see that this is where your profit is taken. This is where your entry is. So the middle of the tool is where your entry is, and this is where your stop loss. So a stop loss is essentially where you're going to cut your trade. So where is your loss? So that means if I get this wrong, which is possible, because remember, traders are not always 100% correct. If I get this wrong, then I'm going to cut my losses at this certain level, but you need to put it in a logical level. So we can see that here, if we do come back into the range, and break this low, we're changing, what are we changing? We're changing trend now, right? Because you can see here we've been in an uptrend. If we come and break this like so, we'll start a downtrend because this will be a lower low. And we looked at that at the first video. So now that we're making a lower low, that obviously will break trend. So if it's breaking structure, as I said, markets should not break structure if you're looking for it to go up. So if that's going to be a break of structure, then we can put our stop loss saying that if it breaks below here, then, high chance my trade has been wrong. So our stop losses here, our entry would be on this green candle because it's the bullish candle after the move. And then your take profit would be at that line. So what would have happened, we can even go in the replay mode and look what would have happened. So if we were trading it live like so, we would have said, all right, look, we broke out of this area. And then we had, now we wait for so now we can see we've broken clearly out the area, and we say, okay, we have to wait for this area to become support now because it was resistance previously. So now we wait, and boom, boom, it comes in, wicks in, closes above the area, and boom, we get a nice green candle telling us, all right, it's time to enter. This is now support. We would have entered here, and then remember we looked left and we said in this area here there has been resistance in the past. I'm going to put my take profit there. And you can see when we play, boom, it hits our take profit. And as soon as it hits the take profit, boom, price absolutely collapses. Why does price collapse? It almost comes back to your entry, So it hits our take profit. You see that wick, we would have made, you see this would be 1% loss and this would be 3% win. So you would have taken your 3% win, and then why did it reject? Because this area in the past has been a resistance, and that's resistance working to its best. So that's why you need to know about it. And you can see perfectly, boom, it hit our take profit and then almost came back down to our entry. Now you can find this support flip resistance, in a lot of areas around the chart. You can even find it, we were looking at resistance, but now you can look at support flip resistance. Let me take you and show you an example of, resistance flip support, and, basically the opposite of what we looked, just to prove to you that, how it works. So here we can see that price has been in an uptrend, and we can see this area here has been good support for price. It reached here, it bounced, it reached. Now we had that area break. What happens is that it breaks and then it goes to the downside. And then you can see after breaking, going to the downside, we wait for it to retest and make this area that was previous resistance. We want it now to be, that was previous support. We want it now to be resistance. So then what do we see? We see it come up, test it perfectly, give us the red candle. Then we put, our trade again. Now short, we're looking for the price to go down. We make money off the price going down. Where's your stop loss? Well, it will be above here because remember, that will be a change of trend. Where's your take profit going to be? Well, you can see that the first take profit should actually be at this area here. And you can see that price, when it did reach that area, it did take a lot of time to actually do something, because this is our next level of support. So we can draw a line like so, not a trend line, I want horizontal. We can draw a line like so, and we can put our support here. Now if we do the same old rewind and we see how this looked, so we don't want to enter when this just collapsed, because this is not enough. So confirmation number one, why are we in a downtrend? Confirmation number one, because we have broken this last low. Now this uptrend here has been broken. So now we're in, we can say that this trend line, remember looking at trend lines, has been broken, right? So we can see we have started to enter some type of correction or downtrend. Now so now that we're in a, so confirmation number two is we have created resistance. Let me just slow that down and go back a little bit. That was way too fast. So now we can see that we have come back up and tested this as resistance, right? We have this candle closure and it says it's a resistance now. And not only that, we have made a lower high and a lower low. So that's confirming it's a downtrend. Now, we press play and then our take profit in the last area of support, you see, and we go and we take profits down there. So we go and play and boom, it hits our take profit. You could even keep your take profit at the most recent level, which would have been more logical. And you can see that, it came and it hit your take profit like so. and we'll watch that again play out. So then boom, 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 out of the trade. You got your profits, you're happy. That's support and resistance flip. Go practice that, enjoy. And we will be getting into we'll post some more advanced videos just for some people who are interested in advanced videos. But with that being said, take care guys, trade sharp, and peace.